Game has started. Let's go ahead and tap in. We'll give you this look so far. Let's go ahead and refresh these windows. We do have a score on the board already. Let's get the box score here. All right. Y'all see it here. 5-4. The Celtics are up. Just want to do some vamping there and kind of set the table for where we're at. Let's go ahead and get here with it. See if we can go ahead and zoom in so y'all can get really tapped in. Can we get that off here? It might be a little difficult here with how this is stacked, but we'll let it go for right here for now. All right. So we have a lot to focus on. Jason Tatum's coming out hitting threes early. He is focused. 5-4 lead. Let me get my thing turned up here. 5-4 lead. Celtics already hit a three. That was Tatum with his. PJ Washington up fake on Drew Holiday. Out of control. Turnover. Big Al Horford leading the break over to Derek White. Derek White to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum gets fouled. He'll be going to the line. As you see here, it's already 7-4. So that means Tatum made both free throws, but we'll see how it goes here. Scrub Zeros in the house. Was good, brother. Appreciate you always pulling up and tapping in. Are we going to get them brooms out tonight? We getting the Mavericks up out of here. Kung Fu Kyrie going to be up out of here. Quick, fast, in a hurry. 4 games in. We'll see how that goes. Salute to those on the Elon app. Salute to those on YouTube. Appreciate y'all on both platforms tapping in. Like the fact that I can talk to both my audiences and have people tap in, whether they're just watching, hopefully with the volume muted on their big TV while, they're allowing me to kind of paint the scene for them in some kind of way to get some commentary in real time. So always appreciative. Oh, Scrub Zero got the Mavs tonight. Okay. He's got the Mavs. We'll see. I think the brooms are out tonight. Luka went out there, was talking to Malika Andrews, trying to, smooth everything over from game 3. I think it's curtains for these boys tonight. But, hey, look, I want more basketball. So if they could get that off, Luka just hit a step back, one-legged jumper, 7-6. If we could get more hoop, I'm always for that. Jaylen Brown back the other way to Derek White. Derek White over to Horford. Horford over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown bounced past to Drew, but it looked like Jaylen Brown stepped out of bounds. Jaylen Brown can cement his finals MVP with just a good game tonight. He don't even got to cook crazy. Just a good game tonight. I think this is Jaylen Brown's MVP to lose. Seven 6 score. As y'all see here, 9-8. Box score is always a little bit ahead of the TV broadcast because they're getting it in real data, real time, straight from the arena. Tatum drops it off to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with the lay. 9-6. Look like a bucket about to come. Luka all the way. There it is. 9-8. Luka getting aggressive. You see it early. Let's see if we can get some of that in real time. Luka Doncic so far 3 for 5, 6 points. He's got a couple boards. Only him and Kyrie have scored so far. That story has been a running theme this entire NBA Finals. Jason Tatum bricks a 3. He's come out shooting 1 for 3 so far. Derrick Jones, is he going to be aggressive? Derrick Jones aggressive. Air ball finger roll. God damn. Air ball finger roll for Derrick Jones Jr. God damn. Again, they're hunting Luka. Is Luka trying to play better defense? I mean, he always, let me, I had to catch myself. Most of the time, the effort is there if it's ISO one-on-one. The problem is he's so flat-footed, you could just get right by him. Effort be damned. What happened in game 3 was that the effort was so lackadaisical that he was reverting back to his younger days when he literally could care less about defense. Luka with the spot up 3 on Jaylen Brown, Brick City. Derek White back the other way. Still 9-8. Under 7 minutes to go. Drew give and go with Tatum. Derek White with a 3-ball short. Luka the board. He's active on the boards early. Here comes Kyrie back the other way. Kyrie, full speed ahead, goes right at the rim, bricks it, lively with the offensive board. He gets fouled. Looked like that was on the floor. Don't think he'll get to the line there. Let's see what we got so far. Tatum leading the way with 5 points. Jaylen Brown with 4. Looking at these Mavs, you see 6 points for Luka, 4 for Kyrie. Gafford only gave you 3 minutes. Side out of bounds. Kyrie trying to cook up. Gets the lay. Right over Derek White. 10-9. Mavericks are up. And Luka commits a foul. It was not an egregious foul, but still a silly foul nonetheless. And we'll take our first commercial break. Let me know where y'all at with it. So far, so good. Have you liked what you've seen from the Mavericks so far? Let's see if we can get some stats here. So, quick stats. The Mavericks are shooting 50%. They have 5 of 10 from the floor. They have not hit a 3. They're doing pretty good on the boards right now. They are out-rebounding the Celtics 7-3. Celtics, meanwhile, are 3 of 9 from the floor so far. 1 of 6 from 3. That's 16.7. We'll round up 17% from 3 so far. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep a track on that. All right. Let's see. Did y'all see the pic of Paul George and Embiid on the set of NBA Countdown? Fanning the flames of the alleged potential pairing of PG potentially going to Philly. I'll pull it up on the Elon app real quick. Let me go ahead and swap windows. Present. Let's see which one we want to get to. Which one we want to get to? This one? Yep, this one. All right, there y'all go. There y'all go. So PG out here joining the set with Embiid, and that's what we're looking at right now. Hey, if you are trying to be a Philadelphia 76ers fan, first, hi Philly. But in all honesty, if you think PG, Pandemic P, Podcast P is going to be the answer to getting Joel Embiid past the second round, you don't know ball. And unfortunately, I don't think Daryl Morey knows ball. So it would not surprise me if they try to find a way to get this popping. But if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, your big three is Embiid, Pandemic P, and Maxey. That ain't getting it done. That ain't getting it done. Not at all. Not at all. Scrub Zero, Mavs doing okay, playing hard, but a bit out of control. Yeah. I mean, but I think it's a reckless abandonment that I'm okay with. I mean, this technically could be your last game of the year tonight. This could be your last game of the year. So I am not mad at all for them playing a little bit out of control. I think when you have ball handlers like Kyrie, like Luka, you're going to have those spells where Kyrie's his handles is so crazy and he's got so many moves and moves on moves on moves and counters on counters that he can get reckless just because he's programmed with all these moves. And Luka is along those same lines. Again, he's Slovenian hardened. So same thing. He's trying to get the rip through. He's trying to get the step back. He's trying to get the side step back. Like he's trying to get all those moves off to get to his spot, to get his shot. So you're going to get mistakes when you play that way. But I do agree. I think they're playing okay. They're being aggressive, a little reckless, but I would expect that from a team that's down 3-0. All right, let's see. Coming back to it. Get the box score back up so we can get back into this. There we go. You scroll this back up so we get the starters involved. Boom, right there. Cool. Y'all see it? That's a layup for Tatum, 11-10. I know it says 15-13 on the screen, so we're a little bit behind. The stream is a little laggy tonight. Tatum's with a quick 7. I believe that's about to increase very soon here. Luka gets Al Horford. No, that's Tillman, Xavier Tillman. Derek Lively with the 3 ball. Corner 3 at that, but still, Derek Lively with the 3 ball. I was not familiar with that part of your game. Tatum right back, trying to get it. Drops it off to Drew. Drew drops it off to Big Al. No, sorry, to Tillman. Tillman and Big Al look the same to me. Corner 3. Nope. PG watch this scared money. Little baby rim run. Derek Lively with a quick 5. 15-11. Xavier Tillman all the way to the rim and 1. Not scared to go by Derek Lively. Xavier Tillman, who we all learned the other night from Michigan State. Strong take. Again, Luka doesn't want to commit a foul, and neither did PJ Washington. Lively is going to be good, but I think it's the perfect pairing where they have Tyson Chandler still in that Maverick organization. I think Derek Lively at his apex is going to be a Tyson Chandler clone. Not Bulls Tyson Chandler. Probably not Nick Tyson Chandler. I don't think he'll have that type of an impact defensively where Tyson Chandler was a decoy. But I think that Maverick Tyson Chandler was kind of the back half of the prime, but still really good. I think that's the apex of what you can expect from Derek Lively. Jaylen Brown back the other way. Short little runner in the lane. He bricks it. Luka over to Derek Jones. Derek Jones, again, being aggressive, which is where was this the entire finals? Where was this the entire finals for Derek Jones Jr.? Points in the paint. Big for the Mavericks. 16-8. Double up. Jaylen Brown to Tillman. Tillman, Tatum, 2-man game. Tatum got the switch on Lively. Good defense by Lively, even on that switch. Drew driving by Luka. Luka at least contested the shot. Josh Green. Derek Jones takes another ill-advised 3. Why is he shooting 3s? He had such a lane there. He could have drove and been aggressive and draw another foul. Luka does a Luka thing, pump fake, gets the big in the air, shoots a 3. Got 3 free throws coming. Don't mind me getting some popcorn. I think it's going to be one of those nights. Script 0, Mavs controlling the offensive paint. Yeah. And I think, again, Lively is a big factor there. Gafford, outside of a couple of small stretches, I believe at game 2 and in game 3, hasn't really given you a lot. And that's why Lively's performance early in this finals, game 1 and 2, was so problematic because he was really bad in games 1 and 2. Committing fouls, not being aggressive, not hitting the glass. And it's like, well, this is literally why we drafted you. You got a little bit of that the other night in game 3. He looked better, and he's so far, this is the best he's played in this entire finals right now here in game 4. Derek Jones Jr. is a slasher, dog. Like it's so problematic that they're actually trying to turn him into a 3-and-D guy. Like, I'm gonna have to look up his numbers. Was there numbers earlier this year that I was just not aware of? Let me look up his stats while we're in commercial break. Y'all see the score there. 21-14 Mavs with the early lead. But again, we've seen the Mavs trick off some leads. We've seen the Mavs hang in there and then ultimately fold in the second half. All right, let me go ahead and share this. I'm going to show y'all the screen with Derrick Jones's offensive numbers from the regular season. And y'all let me know, why the hell is he shooting these threes? Stand by. All right, so he shot 34% from three. That's below league average. And he only attempted 3 threes a game. His whole entire career, he takes 1 to 2 to 0 threes a game. Now, all of a sudden, this year, he attempts the most threes he's ever made. His first season in Dallas, so, you know, playing off Luka, he creates so much space because he makes the defense collapse and all that stuff, and weak side rotations open up shots for others. And, you know, Derrick Jones is one of those guys, but he has never shown a propensity to shoot the rock. Yet here we are in the NBA Finals, and he's jacking them up. Pause. Come off the screen here. See, if you look here, 3 threes. Like, I'm not saying I could be an a-hole and be like, I don't even want you taking that 1 3. But that's low-key what I'm saying. Like, he shouldn't even be taking these 3 threes. He shouldn't even be taking these 2 threes. Like, that's not his game. You're a slasher. You're a driver. You finish at the rim. The hell are you doing? He made a couple of threes against the Timberwolves, and I guess he thought he was going to run that over into the NBA Finals. Mans is wilding. Let me get his playoff numbers. So has he been doing this the entire playoffs? In the playoffs, he has averaged 3 threes. Yeah, so he's keeping that same energy. He's hitting them at a better clip, but none of that was again in this finals against the Celtics. 37% is really good. That, I mean, for him, like, that's about league average. (21-14) Mavericks are up. They're at the crib. They're trying to stave off elimination. Let's get that box score back up. Luka with a quick 10. He's at the free throw line. Bricks the free throw. Celtics have 14 points overall. The Mavericks have 16 points alone in the paint. 21-14 coming up under 4 minutes to play. Kyrie and Luka still out there. They both need to log heavy minutes tonight. Kyrie dribble drive, gets all the way into paint against Xavier Tillman. If that's going to be the switch, that's easy money. 8-0 run for the Mavericks in the last little over 2 minutes. Luka with the defense on Drew, gets the rip. Now he's going to body Drew, backing him down, spin off with the lay. 25-14. Does Missoula take a timeout here? Nope. Turnover. Drew Holiday tried to swing across court to Jaylen Brown. One-handed pass. Too much. Mavericks fighting for their lives here. Luka trying to get a little 2-man game with Kleber. Kleber has been a non-factor because he's still injured, had to change his shooting motion. Derek Lively active on the glass. Derek Lively missed the bunny layup on the putback. I think that ball is off Al Horford. I think that's a good call. Mavs ball. Kyrie right past Derek White. Bricks the lay. Tough lay, but still bricked it. Derek White back the other way. He's looking for Tatum. Gives it off to Hauser instead. They double Hauser. What was that about? Jaylen Brown spinoff. They double him. Expect that. Horford over to Tatum. Tatum all the way. Gets the lay on Lively. 25-16. Luka all the way against Al Horford. Gets the bump. They call the foul. How many fouls is that on Horford? You going to try to manage his minutes tonight? That's Horford's second foul. Horford's second foul. So they're going to bring Tillman back in there. He was just getting Swiss cheesed up. You see it here. He's on -10 already. They're going to bring Tillman back in there. We're going to stick with Hauser, go small. No Porzingis yet. He is available to play. No guarantees on his minutes. No guaranteed he's even going to be able to play in this. But he is suited up. PJ Washington back in the game. He's given them nothing so far. 13 for Luka so far. 6 for Kyrie. 5 for Lively. And a bucket for Derek Jones. Nothing from Gafford. Nothing from PJ Washington. So, typical Mavericks offense here. Celtics offense looks very stagnant right now. A lot of ISO ball, very little movement. Tatum's able to go all the way and get the finish, a tough finish, little runner in the lane. He's got 11 so far. Luka draws the foul on Tatum. How many fouls is that on Tatum? This box score hasn't updated. They're saying that's not on Tatum. Let me refresh. Okay, there's that foul. Foul on Tatum. I'm gonna say ain't no way that foul's not on Tatum. So here's you got Big Al with 2 fouls. PJ Washington has 2 fouls. 28-18. Under a minute to play. Scott Foster is officiating tonight, in case you're wondering if the fix is in. Scott Foster is officiating tonight. Drew Holiday screen and roll game with Jaylen with the lay, bricks it. Mavericks looking to push. They got numbers. Kyrie pull up 3 in transition. Nope. But a 2-hand rebound slay. What's that, Josh Green? Youngin getting some early run here. Points in the paint again, 22-12 in favor of the Mavs. Tatum now. Couple of spins. Gets trapped underneath the basket. Turnover. Well, maybe not. They get it back. Hauser getting down and dirty on the floor. I mean, Maxi Kleber is literally giving you nothing for the Mavs. Like, he's literally out there just to be a body and just to eat up some minutes. And PJ Washington getting in foul trouble exasperates that to another level. Derek White with the shot clock buzzer beating 3. (28-21) under a minute to play. Kyrie Knocks down a three himself. Answers that Derek White three with a three of his own. 31-21 coming down to the end of the first quarter. Jaylen Brown all the way. Bully ball on Josh Green. Doesn't get it. Kyrie back the other way. He's pushing it. They got numbers. PJ Washington, three in transition. There's a three ball. There's a three ball. Drew going to hold for the final shot. 5-second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Foul away from the ball. Tatum and Derrick Jones Jr. getting into a little bit. Let's see if we got some replays. Now Jaylen Brown and Derrick Jones Jr. talking that talk. Kyrie talking to Jaylen Brown. It's a lot of chirping right now. Tim Hardaway Sr.'s in the crowd, watching his son get no burn. All right, that was dumb shit by Tatum. Tatum again. Tatum's on that cosplay Kobe. He's trying to channel that Mamba mentality tonight by being a little extra ornery, being a little bit extra physical and fighting back against Derrick Jones Jr. Oh, look. Oh, that's Kleber. Kleber being put on skates. Tatum had Kleber on skates, but couldn't knock down the three. 3.3 to go. 34-21. They're going to check Luka back in and see if they get another three off here before the end of the first quarter. Kyrie off the inbound. Travel or moving screen? What was that on PJ Washington? Because I don't think Kyrie traveled. Oh, he stepped out. Kyrie stepped out of bounds. (34-21). 1.9 to go. But if you look at the box score, end of the first quarter, no change in the score. So look at whatever the Celtics do here, it doesn't work. But let's see what they try to cook up here at the end of the quarter. Derek White on the inbound. To Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard gets blocked. Or he stepped out of bounds. Everyone's stepping out of bounds. Okay, that's why it took so long to end this quarter. Okay, yeah. Nothing to worry about here. Luka Doncic with 13 first quarter points. Kyrie with 9, including a three-pointer. Couple of dimes for Kyrie as well. Got a 3 for PJ Washington. Got a bucket from Derrick Jones. 5 from Lively off the bench. And even Josh Green with the putback slam. 3 boards for him as well. Mavericks are playing their game. 58% from the floor. 43% from 3. They are out rebounding the Celtics 16-6. So you like that. Let's look at the Celtics. We got Tatum with 11. And that's kind of it for the Celtics. Nobody else has really made an impact. Derek White knocked down the 3. Tillman knocked down the 3. Jaylen Brown's got a couple of buckets with 4. So real quiet for Jrue Holiday. Real quiet for Big Al Horford. He's got 2 fouls. Interesting first quarter, to say the least. Scrubs here with the shade at Jason Tatum. Hey, I call him cosplay Kobe because that man really think he Kobe. That man really think he Kobe, bro. It is utter embarrassing how much he tries to make himself see, look, feel, play, talk, act like he's Kobe Bryant. Utter nonsense. Utter nonsense. End of the first quarter, obviously great first quarter for the Mavericks. A quarter they probably have been wanting to have this entire series. Let's see if it's too little too late. But we've been in this position before in this NBA Finals, where the Celtics play a good half, a good quarter, go on some runs, look like they could put potentially the Celtics away, and then by hook or by crook, they trick it off. They have found 3 ways to trick off games in this NBA Finals. It's always, oh, well, they lost. They got blown out essentially in game one. Well, they always lose game ones. Okay, cool. Cop please there. Game two. Oh, well, Kyrie wasn't really on one and maybe, he was affected by the whatever. And okay, all right, cool. And then a couple nights ago, it was the whole Luka disaster in the fourth quarter where he committed 4 fouls in 8 minutes in the fourth quarter alone. And he fouled out with a good amount of game left to play. With Kyrie cooking, by the way. So I guess Kyrie did not resage the TD Garden. Salute to those on the Elon app. Salute to those on YouTube. We're doing a little watch along here, tapping in. Joel Embiid doesn't think that this Boston Celtics could become a dynasty with this core. He talked about it, I guess, on the NBA Countdown. The quote is, "The whole East was hurt this year, myself included." You know who wasn't hurt? Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday. You know who's hurt every year, Joel? You. Every year, you. Every single year, you're hurt, Joel. I'll pull it up here for y'all. Elon app style. There it is. Every year, he's hurt. Every single year, Embiid is hurt, or he's playing himself back into shape, or any myriad of other things. But somehow the CBA is going to save him. Somehow injuries to other teams are going to save him. It's never his fault why he hasn't been able to get out the second round, ever. It's never his fault. Anyway, we're back in game action. Switch this over. (34-21), as you see on the screen, look like the Mavericks are going to hit a couple of buckets here. Luka all the way, kicks it out. PJ Washington again from 3, bricks the 3, lively the offensive board. Again, the Mavs controlling the glass. Got destroyed on the glass in game 1. Running it back here in game 2. Was that Dante Exum? Yep, that was Dante Exum with the lay. He needs more minutes. I think we talked about that the other night. Mavericks look way more active defensively, including one Luka Doncic. Maybe Brian Windhurst just had to say the quiet part out loud. And now Luka's trying to respond by at least giving you effort on defense. Something he's done in the past. Dante Exum, a 3. So a quick 5 from Exum. So they've gotten a quick 5 from Lively and now a quick 5 from Dante Exum. Timeout Celtics. Again, I'm not sure why Exum was not getting more run in this series, but it is what it is. Scripts here with Joel Embiid talk like a good sorry dude for real. I mean, it's never his fault. When have you ever heard Joel Embiid hold himself accountable for his own failures or for the team's failures? He had a whole diatribe where he was subbing or even subliminally subbing, like it was a sub within a sub, Ben Simmons a couple of years ago, back after that whole Hawks disaster. Then he was subbing the Beard in his exit interview with the press. Like it's never Joel. It's never, you know what? I'm the best player on the team. I'm a former MVP. It's on me. I always get the energy of, yeah, but we could have won, but I had James Harden. We could have won, but I had Ben Simmons. It's never, you know what? I was out of shape. My body's not right. I got to get it healthy. I got to find a way to get my conditioning up. I got to find a way to take a pounding, pause, come playoff time, since that's when I need to be at my most physical dominant self. Like if you're ever going to follow, like you got Tatum out here being cosplay Kobe. If anyone should be cosplay anything, Joel Embiid should be cosplay Shaq. Coming out of shape, overweight, and then cook up. Use the regular season as your way to get healthy. And then you should be fresh and be at your peak dominance by May. End of May, end of April, early May, that's when you should be at your most dominant. Then maybe you could sniff June, Joel. Maybe. Maybe you could sniff June. Cosplay Shaq. Instead of trying to be like a hybrid of KD and Giannis, maybe try to be cosplay Shaq and just try to be the most dominant force in the game. Because clearly you're never going to be the healthiest. Clearly you're never going to be the healthiest force in the game, but maybe you could be the most dominant force in the game. Script here, we got a league full of twos, and who's my guy? Unfortunately, that's an accurate statement. Everyone wants to be a one until it's time to be a one. Everyone wants to be a one until it's time to take the heat like a one. Everyone wants to be a one until it's time to face that pressure of being a one, that criticism of being a one. A lot of these players, they want to be a one when it's time to get paid like a one. They damn sure want that. You can't insult them when it's time for them to get paid like a one, even though they are 2 or 3. So, extremely unfortunate. Script 0. Joel Embiid got a number 1 game with a number 3 mentality. I want to disagree, but find a lie. I want to disagree, but find a lie. Joel Embiid is a guy that consistently talks a lot of talk every year. He says all the right stuff. He even will get spicy. Remember, he had the whole thing where he had the in arena guy play Sheck West when he was going up against Mo Bamba. Like, he's spicy like that. But when it's time to go up against the top of the top, when it's time to close out against Kawhi, when you got Ben Simmons right there next to you, and you're in Toronto, and that ball bounces 4-5 times around, you go running back to the locker room crying, sobbing uncontrollably. Keep the same energy. Don't be spicy to Mo Bamba playing Sheck West, and then you're seen months later running to the locker room in Toronto sobbing uncontrollably. Keep the same energy. All right, we back in action. Y'all see it, 36-21. I mean, Mavericks, look, you know Boston's going to have a run. The question is, what type of run is it going to be? It's going to be one of those 10-0 runs, or it's going to be one of them prolonged runs like they had in Game 2 and even parts of Game 1 or even Game 3. In all their wins, they've had a prolonged stretch of a run. The Celtics have not outscored the Mavericks in the paint yet. 21 total points, 24 points in the paint for the Mavericks. Pritchard gets into the lane, bricks the short Jimmy. Lively with the board. Lively's cleaning up on the glass, man. Lively's doing his thing on the glass. Give credit where credit's due. Lively's got 7 boards already in this first half. 7 boards. Jaylen Brown back the other way. He short arms Jimmy. Foul on the floor, or are they going to give him the 2 free throws? Exum continuing to play really, really well. Just giving you good minutes, good defense. Oh, that was a tough foul. Tough foul on Exum, but it was a foul. Game 5 will be Monday if necessary. 8:30. Back in Boston. 35-21. You see a bunch of scoring's been happening, so we'll see how all that transpires here. Again, the box score is ahead of most folks. Exum back the other way. Jaylen Brown's got 5. Slow start for him. 2 of 6 from the floor. Screen and roll game. Luka and Kleber. Kleber's done nothing this whole series because he's hurt. Luka forcing it, kicks it out. Exum again. Exum knocks down a 3. We might have a Dante Exum game. 39-22. So it's like the Celtics get a 3 here. Let's see how they get a 3 ball. Drew Holiday into the corner for Jaylen Brown. Sizing up Lively. Knocks down the 3. 3 ball. That's how they get the 3. 39-25. Under 9 minutes to play. Luka back the other way. Gets the switch. He's going right at Tillman as he should. Body. Good closeout defense by Tillman. Didn't go for any of the fakes. He let Luka get into his shot, and then he did a strong contest on the one-legged fadeaway. Jaylen Brown kicked it out to Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard bricks the 3. Here comes Exum back the other way. He's looking for early offense. Doesn't see anything. Clears it out. Kyrie now wants a post-up of Kleber on Peyton Pritchard. They finally get it into him. Kleber gets the foul. Foul on the floor. No shots. If they're going to get that type of switch, Kleber has to do work. I know he's hurting. He had to alter his shooting motion to still try to be that threat from three-point land. But if you're 6'10", 6'11", and you got Peyton Pritchard on you, you got to go right to the paint. I thought he was going to get the shooting foul there. Did not get the shooting foul. Side out. Kyrie over to Exum. Exum looking to cook up. Exum's got Derek White on him. Exum, okay. Kicks it out to Kyrie. Kyrie sidestep 3. Brick. Gafford with the strong offensive board, and they hacking him to send him to the line. Controlling the paint. Let's get those numbers. 22 rebounds to just 10 for the Mavericks. For the Celtics. Celtics got 10 boards. Mavericks got 22. Controlling the paint. It's becoming a factor. It was. Derek Lively setting the tone with 7 boards early on, including 4 offensive. Now you got Gafford out there. He's putting in that work too. Knocks down the free throw. Luka's still leading the way with 13. Kyrie with 9. Both of them been quiet to start this this middle part of the second quarter. Daniel Gafford makes 1 out of 2. Hauser the board. 40-25. 40-25. Jaylen Brown, 2-man game with Drew Holiday. Kleber does not want to switch, but he does. Now it's the usual matchup. Luka guarding Jaylen Brown. Drew driving right on Kleber. Short layup off the glass. Misses it. Gafford the board. Here comes Exum. Exum running with some energy. 2-man game. Luka and Gafford. Step back 3. Luka off to the right. Short arm. Luka appears to be taking the assignment of guarding Drew Holiday very seriously. 40-25. Celtics are 3 of 13 from 3. Luka loses control of the rock. Kyrie saves it, throws it up to Luka. Luka gets the foul and 1. Schoolyard play there. Kyrie with the save. Presence of mind to get it over to Luka, who is like 2 feet in front of the basket. He powers through, gets the and 1. Luka to the line for 1. Potentially an 18-point lead coming in. Y'all see it on the screen. They're going to push this thing to a 20-point lead. So Mavericks are looking to be in a spot where they could literally blow this open and send this thing to Boston for game 5. We'll see, though. We were literally talking about Dante Exum getting more minutes during game 3. Like, why is he not in the rotation? They were dusting off Tim Hardaway Jr., giving him run instead of getting Exum those minutes. Weirdo shit by Jason Kidd, who's never been the greatest with rotations anyway. Air ball 3 for the Celtics. Derek White has not played well on the road. He's played well up in Boston at the TD Garden, but he has not played well on the road. Exum 2-man game with Luka. They get to switch. Hauser is now guarding Luka. Luka backs him down. Step back one leg. Dirk style. Money. 45-25. Timeout Celtics. That's how we got the 20-point lead. And a timeout. 6:35 left to go in the first half. Salute to those that are tapping in on the Elon app. 20-point lead for the Mavericks so far, looking like they're trying to stave off elimination. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, getting back to the cosplay Kobe piece. Let me pull this up. I wonder if this is a fake, but even if it's fake, it's still really close to something I believe Jason Tatum would actually say. So let me go ahead and pull that off the screen for a second. Let me go ahead and share that. Stand by. We're in a commercial break, so we got some time. So peep this, right? Now, again, this could be fake, but if you know Jason Tatum, it would not shock me if he said some shit like this for real, for real. When I was like 4 or 5, I just always tell my mom, my mom would ask me what I wanted to be when I got older, and I would just be like, I want to be Kobe. She'd be like, you want to be an NBA? No, like, I want to be Kobe. Cosplay Kobe. Even if it ain't real, it fits him to a T. It would be some wild shit he would say. I mean, Mans has literally walked around dressing like Kobe. Like literally. Whether it's the armband, the elbow band, putting on the draft workout t-shirt. Like he literally has tried to dress and look like Kobe Bryant. So even if this ain't real, is this that far from the truth? No. No. That man think he Kobe. So come halftime, I'm going to find some plays that we could break down that kind of has gotten us to the point where the Mavericks are up 20. So we're going to go ahead and do that during halftime. So stay locked in. We're going to go ahead and go get all of that, all the plays, all the first half analysis. Y'all can tell me what type of adjustments it appears the Celtics would need to make. But I am compiling some plays here from the first half that we can get into and kind of go tit for tat with. So stay locked in. Appreciate those on the Elon app. Appreciate those on the YouTube side. Appreciate the new subscribers. Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate it. Just trying to bring you that different type of content. Different type of content. My authentic opinion watching these games. Eating coconut oil popcorn with pink Himalayan salt. You know what I'm saying? Giving you those types of vibes, those types of energy. So Tap in. We got a long way to go. Still under 6 to go in the first half. Mavericks are up 47-25, so they're extending this lead from up 20 to now up 22. Let's see how they get there. Screen and roll game with White and Tatum. So fresh out of a timeout, Missoula's pretty good with these play designs, but Tatum is forcing it at Kyrie, and he gets an offensive foul. And Tatum appears to be asking out the game. How many fouls does he have? He's got 2 fouls. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration by Kyrie, but the contact was still uber aggressive. Tatum's got 11, 16 minutes, 2 fouls. Is he still out there? He is still out there. You got to hunt him. Let's try to get that third. Luka driving on Hauser. And 1. Favorable whistle? Was the memo sent out? I mean, Scott Foster is part of his crew tonight. If you know, you know. $50-25, you see here on the screen. I got 48-25, so we'll see what happens here. Tatum to Hauser. Hauser kicks it back out to Tatum. Tatum's being guarded by Luka. He's going right at Luka, crosses him up over to Drew. Drew to Derek White. Derek White 3 with Luka flying at him. Actual rotation, an actual defensive rotation from Luka Doncic. Exum back the other way, gives it to Luka. Luka wants an ISO because he's got Hauser. Hauser's guarding him. Sidestep 3. Kyrie drops all the way. Love that. Luka wanted the ball back. Kyrie said, fuck that. I'm going to the rack. 50-25. Tatum over to Hauser. Hauser with the corner 3. Knocks it in. Corner 3, Hauser off the assist from Tatum. Dante Exum back the other way. I love someone other than Kyrie and Luka bringing this ball up that can actually have guard skills. Exum initiating the offense is dope. Again, we asked for this in game 3. Luka stop and pop. He's cooking now. He might have a 30-piece in this first half. He's got a 23 right now. 9 of 15. Dante Exum back the other way, initiating the offense. That's the adjustment right now. Exum blows the bunny. Nope, that wasn't Exum. That was Green. Why is Green initiating? Did they take Exum out, or was that Exum? That was Exum. Okay, I thought it was Josh Green for a second. Exum blew the bunny. Hauser obviously cannot guard Luka Doncic. So if that's what they're going to allow to do, just that switch, that automatic switch, where you can just hunt Hauser with Luka. Again, like I've been saying, Luka's going to get his 30. The key is you don't want him to also give up 30. And just from sheer effort tonight, he's not in a position where he's getting Swiss cheesed up to where he's giving up 30. He did just commit a silly foul, though. Exum with a quick breather comes in to replace Luka because Luka now has 2 fouls. 2 fouls, 23 points. Tatum splits the double out to Al Horford. Did not get the shot off. Shot clock violation, 52-28. Under 4 minutes to go here. Jaylen Brown, very quiet. Tatum's been forcing things. Timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. 52-28. It's really light work. So far, it is extremely light work for the Dallas Mavericks. Dante Exum has been a factor. Dante Exum has been out here being aggressive with his opportunity. 8 points so far. He's got 8 minutes. 5 points so far. He's got a steal. He's been active. He's hit a 3. Plus, he's another ball handler. He's another potential shot creator. That's what Dante Exum was supposed to be. Dante Exum was a guy that was, whether it was in Utah, he's bounced around a little bit. Like, he was supposed to be one of those like combo guards, like a Boris Diaw, but smaller type guy that can be a guy that can handle the ball, orchestrate the offense, but then stretch the floor and shoot. He just wasn't as big as Boris Diaw. Pause. So Exum is a guy that has kind of never been really handed the keys and being allowed to go cook up. But I think him being that third ball handler is extremely important when you have Kyrie and Luka being so damn ball dominant. To split those responsibilities just a little bit with someone who knows what to do with the ball and Dante Exum, that's huge. Why it's taken to being down 3-0 and potentially being eliminated at the crib for J-Kid to really trust it, I have no idea. Scrub Zero. That do sound like something Tatum would say. Yeah, man. I tell you that man really think he Kobe, bro. That man really think he Kobe. Speaking of which, he just got a foul, forced a foul on Derrick Jones. Him and Derrick Jones been going at it all game. Derrick Jones trying to talk to Scott Foster. Relax, bro. It ain't that serious. You're up 20-something. Tatum with the free throw. Scrub Zero. Celtics need to do a better job with perimeter defense. They're letting the Mavs get to the paint way too easily. Yeah. I mean, I think, again, they put that third ball handler on the floor, and I think that's something – I'm not saying Missoula was not prepared for that. I just think with their personnel right now, they don't have an answer for that. I think at halftime, that's something they're going to try to address is when Exum comes out there and it's a third ball handler, what's the move? Lively controlling the glass. That's got to be at least 9 boards. Might be 10. Is it 9 boards or 10? 8 boards. Nah, he had 7 before he came in. I've seen him at least grab 2 boards since then. Wow, only 8 boards? He had 7 for the longest. That's his first offensive board since then. He's got 5 offensive rebounds. Role players play better at home, man. 52-30. Pandemic P, podcast P in the house. Drew bringing the ball up. 2-man game with Tatum. Tatum gets a switch on the Luka. Luka's guarding Tatum. Jaylen Brown forces it the other way. Try to get the foul. Did he get the foul? The ball just went out of bounds. That was a clean block by Derrick Jones. They call that foul? Drew Holiday got by Luka with the simplest up fake. Leads to a corner 3 by Jaylen Brown, but they brick it. Celtics are very off tonight. Very, very off tonight. Corner threes are not hitting. Driving kick game. Luka over to, that's not Dante Exum. Who's that? Josh Green? Knocks down the three. Potential and one. 4-point play. Celtics are making a lot of Maverick mistakes tonight. Let's see where we at with Jaylen Brown. That's 3 fouls on Jaylen Brown. Got to take him out. Tatum's also got 2 fouls. Why they're not going at Tatum, I have no idea. Got to get that 3rd foul on Tatum too. Free throw is good for Josh Green. 54-30. Coming up on under 2 minutes to play. Second chance points is 10-0 in favor of the Mavericks. 10-0. Again, the glass is a factor. Luka with the post up. Went right at Peyton Pritchard. They sent the double. He tried to spin off and get the shot off. He got the shot off, but it was an air ball. Last touch by the Celtics, though, so they still got possession. Kyrie in the corner. He's got Derek White. Step back 3. Brick, lively with the back tap, a la Tyson Chandler. Luka now with a 3. Brick City. 54-30. Drew over to Tatum. Tatum looking to get some contact. He gets a switch. He's got Kyrie on him now. Kyrie reaches in. They don't call it. Tatum being physical with Kyrie on the post up, spin off. Finally gets the foul call. Looking like he's going to the line. And now we're finally getting rebound stats that I've been giving you the entire time. 28 boards for the Mavericks, 13 for the Celtics. Way better defensive effort for all the Mavericks, Luka Doncic included. It's a night and day difference. Now, Kyrie has been way better in Dallas than in Boston, which is a little surprising because you figured he would have relished the opportunity to kind of stick it to the Boston fans one last time or one more time, but did not play well in the first 2 games at TD Garden. He's been way better at the crib here at AA. So, problem is, even if the Mavericks can tie this thing up in terms of a series, he's going to have 2 more games in Boston, and he has not played well yet. Maxi Kleber getting... Here's the thing with basketball IQ, right? Maxi Kleber's done nothing this entire NBA Finals. He has had to alter his shot from 3-point land because of his injuries. And yet, the Celtics are finding ways to foul him to make him effective in this game when he's done absolutely nothing to this point. Y'all know what it is at halftime. We're going to be breaking down some plays live straight from the timeline. Straight from the timeline. Pull some plays up, break them down. Go over the stats one more again. Y'all give me y'all comments. And the halftime will be over quick, fast, in a hurry. We'll be into the 3rd quarter. Tatum forcing the action. Can't get it past Kleber. Here comes Luka back the other way. 50 seconds left. Drives all the way and lays it in over Derek White. Derek White, again, looking like a role player. Role players don't play well on the road. Derek White's fitting that mold right now. 25 for Luka. 10 of 18, 3 boards, 3 assists. Huge bounce back game. Huge narrative game. Drew Holiday steps into a 3, knocks it down. 58-35. 30 seconds to go. Drew Holiday has not been that big of a factor on Luka because they keep calling the pick and roll to get that automatic switch. And they're allowing it to happen. 2 screens, and now Al Horford has to guard Luka Doncic. He stops it, pops. Kleber a 3. Kleber knocks down a 3. They done made this man get a rhythm. This man's done nothing the entire first 3 games of the series. Now they've let that man find a rhythm. Halftime. Tatum tried to get a 3 off before the buzzer. He's trying to talk to Scott Foster of why they didn't call a foul. You know why he didn't call a foul, because we trying to get to game 5. You know Scott Foster out here trying to get to game 5, bro. Scrubs will tap it in, and the Celtics are missing a lot of threes. Let's see how many threes they are missing. Let's get the official number now that it's halftime. They are 5 of 19 for three-point land. 5 of 19. They are 11 of 37 overall, but 5 of 19, good for 26% for three-point land. Compared to the Mavs are 5 of 15. But they are 23 of 44, over 52% overall. Because again, tons of points in the paint, which we've been documenting. And when we look at the glass, 29 to 13 backboard advantage for the Dallas Mavericks. All right, let's go find some plays we can break down. All right, the popcorn has gotten cold. Let's see, who usually has the plays? You can go to NBA Central. Okay, they do not have plays so far. What is going on? They cracking down tonight? What's goody? All right, so everyone's going crazy about the team defense. Let's see if we could tap in on this. We got some plays we could look at. All right, present. You got to share screen. Okay. I should see that. They're talking about Mavericks defense. Let's see what we got here. So obviously Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's in the paint against, is that Kyrie? Yeah, against Kyrie. He takes him all the way into the paint. Here comes Lively. Now you got to get the rotation here. You rotate to Derrick Jones there in the corner. Now that means someone over here, and you see Josh Green already recognizes he's got to get out here to the three-point lane, right? See, he's about to get on his horse. He does. And who else is coming with him? Dante Exum. So 2 guys are now running to the same spot. You were not getting that in games 1 through 3. You were not getting that type of defensive rotation, weak side or strong side, in games 1 through 3. 2 guys run at the guy with the ball. Tatum decides to split. He could have kicked it out for an open 3 here. I believe that's Hauser. He decides to get the split. Now he's going right to the rim. But who's waiting for him at the rim? Lively. So now you have Horford here or another corner 3 attempt. What does Tatum do? Kick it out to Horford. But again, they're running out of time. All of this, 7 seconds, it was too much going on. The shot clock was running down, and no one chose to be aggressive to figure it out. That is really good team defense. And then I told my Kyrie clamping. Do we agree that Kyrie is clamping here? I mean, he drew the offensive foul. Let's kill that. Playing aggressive. Didn't go for that fake. Didn't go for that either. Again, just holding your water. Holding your water is super important here in a series like this. And then if you got to embellish a little bit, you go ahead and you do that. And this is what Luka does best. This is also that switch, right? You get that switch. Hauser is guarding Dante Exum. Where's that Josh Green? No, that's Exum. Yeah, that 11-0 or whatever, that 11-8 is too close together. So Exum here, right? They get the switch. Now Exum is guarding Drew. Drew knows damn well he needs to be on Luka and not no damn Dante Exum. But they still switch anyway. And now Luka gets to cook. And now Luka surveys. Is that double coming? No? All right, let me get right into it. Because he's looking at Drew. Is Drew going to clear or is Drew going to try to trap? And that's why Exum, again, basketball IQ. Exum forces Drew to make his mind up. If he just stands out here and doesn't move, then Drew can kind of play both guys. He can still kind of fake help on Luka while still keeping his guy Dante Exum in front of him. Instead, Exum dives to the rim, which now forces Drew, what you gonna do? You going double or you gonna stick with your man? He decides to stick with his man. That clears it out for Hauser. Now Luka knows, okay, no doubles coming. Let me go to work. One dribble, step back off one leg, money. Y'all don't understand how elementary that is. Force the action. And that's the thing. You get the switch, right? So the first part is you get the switch. Great. You get the switch. You're happy you got the switch. Now it's okay. Now establish position. Luka establishes position. Now you get the ball to Luka. Now Drew knows what Luka wants to do. But because Exum's been a factor, hitting a three, crashing the glass, getting a two-hand dunk, like doing things to be in a rhythm and be someone that's active aggressively on offense, he can't just leave Dante Exum. But now Exum puts extra pressure by, I'm not going to let you hover and be able to guard both of us at the same time. I'm going to make you make your mind up. And that's where you get that dive to the rim, which forces Drew to clear out. Now Luka can cook one-on-one against a defender that can't really hang with him in any scenario in Sam Hauser. That's just good basketball. Like the shot is good, the shot is practice, but it was all the other stuff prior to that which set that up. And more so Dante Exum's IQ to know that he has to make Drew make his mind up for him. Let me know if y'all peep game. I try to teach ball as I see it. You may think of it in a different way, but for me, that's exactly how I see it. Dante Exum makes this play. Luka finishes it. And it takes a certain skill set to be that special to be able to finish it. But the IQ of making Drew make his mind up. Because again, as soon as Drew clears, Luka goes to work. Because he's not hovering no more. He's not committing to the double. He's following Exum, or at least enough to where Luka could get to a spot, which is right here. Easy money. And this is the loose ball play that we saw. So Luka on the floor just bats it to the corner. Kyrie chases it down, avoids the contact of stepping out of bounds. He's got two bodies at his feet. Now, Luka gets up, and immediately Kyrie's thinking, all I need to do is get it over the top. Now, Horford is about 6'11", 6'10". Hauser ain't no small man either, but Kyrie finds a way to get it over the top of both of them and then get a quasi up in the quasi rim run for Luka. Hell of a play by the two of them. Hell of a play. Yep, we saw that play. We saw that play. Anything else? You know, Missoula's going to have to make his mind up in regards to what are you trying to accomplish defensively? Because certainly offensively, y'all look constipated. But defensively, if you're going to allow Sam Hauser to just be a sacrificial lamb to Luka Doncic, that to me is problematic. You're not going to hedge. You're not going to blitz. You're not going to do any of that stuff. You're not going to trap even. You should be able to do that. You know what their bread and butter is. Kyrie is the number 2 option. Luka is the number 1. You're allowing the number 1 option to cook and get whatever he wants because you're going to keep switching and allowing your worst defender to get Swiss cheesed up by their best offensive player. It's extremely weirdo logic to me. Extremely weirdo logic to me for Joe Mazzulla. $61-35 is your score at the half. We're breaking down plays from the first half, talking strategy. I mean, look at what Dante Exum's able to do, bro. Dante Exum is out here being aggressive, and he's getting to the lane. He's creating his own shot. Again, the Mavericks have gotten this far because they have 2 dudes that are all world at being creative in Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. However, the Celtics have enough bodies to make life difficult for the 2 of them. So what's the adjustment? You go with another guard who can ball handle and create in Dante Exum. I think that's a very smart move. One of the few rare ones J. Kidd has done in this NBA Finals. No first half minutes for Kristaps Porzingis, the Latvian world star. That could have been all smoke screen. I see Luka is doing this against even Drew Holiday. First of all, he picked Drew Holiday's pocket first, right? Like that's step 1. He picked his pocket. That's not the right one. Where is it?
Holiday's pocket. Doncic defense.
Yeah. So Luka picked Drew Holiday's pocket, right? Or Drew Holiday lost the ball. Let's see. Did he lose that? Oh, yeah. He had son beat. Drew just dribbled the ball off his foot that allowed Luka to get the steal. And now Drew ends up getting bully balled by Luka. Hits him with the drop step. Or the up and under with the spin. That's some dream shake shit. Dog, when Derek Lively's hitting threes, though. Wild times when. Absolutely wild times we're in when Lively is knocking down tray balls. All right, let's see if there's any more plays we could break down before it look like they're getting close to resuming action here in the third quarter. So you're getting all the Luka highlights again. You're getting all the Luka highlights again. Offense is not the issue unless it's what he did in game 3, where he committed like 4 fouls in what seemed to be 8 minutes in the fourth quarter alone. That's how egregiously bad he was in game 3. It's not a slight on his skill set. We know what his skill set is. It's a slight on his IQ. It's a slight on him knowing the moment. And as a guy that's pretty much a child prodigy, because his pops played ball and he was a pro at like 14, 16 years old, like he's supposed to be this. He was bred to be this. He was built to be this. Unfortunately, outside of the physical skill set, I don't know where else all that attention went to make him the most well-rounded individual. Because there's certainly an attitude and an aura and a stigma that comes off just watching Luka berate referees and just be ornery and always complain, and it's never his fault and he never fouls anybody. Just that type of aura is extremely negative to be around in any scenario. He's going to have to continue this, though. And that's kind of where, things have gone to hell. It's like understanding who gets the ball, understanding when to give whoever the ball, like all that stuff has to be navigated. And if you're putting out there an extra ball handler and Dante Exum, that can also shake things up for the good or the bad. Fortunately for the Mavericks, it's been all good so far. But the Celtics shooting 11 of 37 from the floor versus 23 of 44 speaks volumes. All right, let's see what we got here. Appreciate those on the Elon app. Appreciate those on YouTube as well. Thank the new subscribers. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and if you're appreciating the content, go ahead, whether you're on the Elon app or on YouTube, go ahead and drop a like on the vid. If you're appreciating the content I'm giving you tonight, hit that like button. If you're on the Elon app, go ahead and hit that heart and also a retweet or whatever to send the algorithm the message that y'all are fucking with it. Appreciate you in advance. All right, we're back in the third quarter action. Daniel Gafford blows the bunny. Let me go ahead and swap. Oh, what happened to my window? Okay. That's okay. No, here we go. Okay. I thought I lost that window. Okay, cool. There we go. 63-38. 63-38, 25-point lead. Blowout could be one thing, but trying to navigate the piece of like, okay, you go to Boston. I would assume Porzingis would be more healthy at that point. Al Horford knocks down the 3. I would assume Porzingis would be more healthy at that point. That's definitely not a good thing for the Mavericks. A lot of ball movement. Luka, long way out, chucked it up, tried to beat the shot clock. And Luka with active hands stopped the half-court pass from getting through. Gafford with the lay. (63-38), soon to be 65-38. Let me go ahead and do this. up here for a little bit. So when we're trying to navigate this whole thing and see what we have here, Daniel Gaffer's been a guy that we've talked about as a guy that has to be a factor along with Lively. 75-42 is the score. Mavericks all over the Celtics. Derek White forced up a three. Just again, no effort at all from the Celtics. Resting on their laurels right now. Kyrie, an in rhythm three, too strong. Kyrie better save some of these threes for Boston. Jaylen Brown and Derek White, Drew Holiday. Jason Tatum's got 4 fouls. He's on the bench, so Hauser's in there. Drew Holiday for 3. Brick City. Al Horford fighting for the board. Out of bounds off him. Mavericks ball. Mavericks ball. Marching band drummer and clarinetist Daniel Gaffer. Shout out to all my clarinetists. Used to be one myself. .3 lead. It looked like Morris Twin is fighting for some. He's trying to vouch for some PT. Jared Dudley, assistant coach. PJ Washington look like he's very comfortable. Like he's not going to play anymore tonight. All right, I'll commit to getting this to the fourth quarter, but if this is still like a 30 piece at the end of this quarter, we'll probably wrap the stream up. There's no reason to be out here just streaming for the sake of streaming. I'm not on that type of time. And I know y'all ain't on that type of time. And I salute y'all for sticking in this way, this long so far, because it ain't much I can provide in this. Know what I mean? Because, like, how much can you dissect a 30-point blowout? But guess what? We'll have the entire weekend, the entire Father's Day weekend to get that off. But for those that are still here, drop a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But we get into my bag a lot with the electric content, where it's going to be talking about EVs, electric vehicles, going to be getting into tech and equipment that I use to do stuff like this, and just stuff that I use day to day, really trying to tap in and get in on that. So if you're into all things sports and tech and, you know, cars and all that, this is the channel for you. So tap in. 32-point lead. Under 7 minutes to play. In the third quarter, by the way. Got a whole ass quarter left. Luka shake and bake. Short arms it. Kyrie out hustles all the Celtics. Gets the offensive board. And a little runner in the lane for the putback. Lead is now 34. 3 ball falls for Derek White. Too little, too late. 31-point lead. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the third. 2-man game, Luka and Lively. To Kleber. Back to Luka. Luka with the lay. Bricked it. Blew the bunny. Dare I say Celtics chipping away. Down 31. Drew all the way. Kicks it out. Active hands for Derek Jones. He seems engaged. That's all it takes, is being a little bit engaged. A little bit engaged is all it takes. I mean, you could play the scenario out where you could say, yo, man, the Mavericks should be 2-2 in this series, not down, potentially down 3-1. Bad foul by Derek Lively there. That's reminiscent of games 1 and 2 for him. Derek Lively looks like he's trying to look like he's got a quad contusion or something going on with the quad. Jason Tatum's got 4 fouls. Al Horford's got 3. Jaylen Brown's got 3. Only 2 Celtics are in double figures, and that's still Tatum and Brown. Maxi Kleber just tried to go coast to coast with it, and he looked smoother, but lazy with the ball. Celtics again, another turnover. $80-47. If you're just joining us, you're reading that right. The Dallas Mavericks are up 80-47. I shit you not. That's a real score. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for checking it out. For those who are going to be tapping in and subscribing to the channel, I will have a video dropping on Trevor Lawrence's new contract. Trevor Lawrence's new contract has a lot of interesting things in it. The guaranteed money is only just a small sliver of what I find interesting about that contract. So if you want to know more about that, subscribe to the channel. That Trevor Lawrence contract, man, there's a discussion that needs to be had there. And again, for those who know me, y'all know I like to dig into the weeds. I know there's a lot of reports of what the contract is, but it is NFL. In the NFL, there's a thing called funny money where they tell you X player just signed and agreed to a deal for $500 million, including $175 million guaranteed. And like, wow, $500 million. Like, no. Your real money is just $175. That means there's $325 million, $100 million. That is funny money because it's not guaranteed. So that's the thing to look out for. And I'm going to be doing a video on that. Looking forward to that. I really haven't been able to get into that bag in a few months. So looking forward to that. 80-47. We'll get this bad boy to the end of the quarter. And then I will be bidding y'all a good night. But thank you for those on the Elon app. Thank you to those on YouTube. I guess I'll be here for game 5. I really thought this was going to be the last John, but especially after the way Luka's self-destructed in game 3. But huge bounce back performance all the way around. All the way around. I mean, Luka with 27. His night is probably done. 11 of 23. He did not make a 3 all night. 0 for 6. But he gave you 5 dimes, 4 boards, 3 steals, including a nice one on what that really wasn't a steal, but right place, right time on Drew Holiday. And was able to get that all the way and post him up and get a bucket, a plus 28 for Luka Doncic. Do we have any advanced stats that we can pull up on this box score? Because I would love to know his usage rate tonight. We'll go to team stats and see if there's anything we can extrapolate from here. 10 offensive rebounds for the Mavericks to only 2 for Boston. Field goal percentage. 50% for Dallas, 33% for the Boston Celtics. This is just what it is. 7 of 24, 29%. Mavericks are not that much better. So the fact that they've been able to get points in the paint, get turnovers, and score off those turnovers, that's been one of the biggest things to keep them in this mix. Fast break points, 7-2. Points in the paint, 42-16. That's what it's going to have to be for them to keep this thing up. Right. 47 points overall for the Boston Celtics. 42 points in the paint alone for for the Mavericks. (82-52), under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. (84-52), under 4 to go. Drew Holiday is still playing aggressive and is still playing hard. So you love to see that. But it's that offensive piece. Kyrie with the lay. Is that Drew? Drew knocks down the three. They're trying to keep it within striking distance, but as you see here on the score, cool little quick 6-0 run. 88-52. Yeah, I think we're going to play out this quarter and call it a night, y'all. I mean, it's about 3 minutes to go. 88-52. 36-point lead at the crib. I'm good, bro. Dante Exum. Oh, no, it was Josh Green. Josh Green with the dump off to Lively. Lively with the two-hand slam. Yeah. Lively's getting gorilla Shaq in his prime dunks. He's getting like that. I'm telling you, that Tyson Chandler shit, it's too on the nose, but it actually works here. 88-52. God. Lively's got 12 rebounds. He's got a double-double. Derek Lively with a double-double. Meanwhile, Luka and Kyrie still out there. Don't be a meniscus tearing taskmaster like Tom Thibodeau and be going out here and running your best dudes into the ground, even during a blowout. Kyrie always wants to hoop, but you cannot allow him to hoop. Yeah, we're going to take it to the end of the quarter. 90-52. This shit just don't stop. This shit don't stop. Soon to be under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. As they keep showing multiple angles of that Derek Lively dunk. Telling you, Tyson Chandler. (92-57). Peyton Pritchard forcing up little Jimmys, but they go in. Man, this is like, there's been a lot made in terms of finals ratings and interest in this finals and star power and all this. When you have a game this much of a blowout, which was similar to game one, but not to this extreme. Like, I think the Celtics were up 29 at one point and just came all the way back to cut it to 8, but then they tricked that off because there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Coming up under a minute to play, 92-57. Luka could chill now. Like, he's on that bench. I don't think he'll be back in the game anytime soon. They're going to take out Kyrie too. They're taking out Kyrie. It's about 90 seconds to go on my stream, but in real time, straight from the arena, it's about 35 seconds. So if for whatever reason the Celtics pull off the comeback of all comebacks, you could catch me on the Elon app tweeting away. I will not go back live again. I'll just hit the Elon app and just tweet my thoughts out if that's something that actually does happen. But we'll be wrapping up the stream. End of the third quarter on the box score, but I'll wait until I see it here on my stream. Under a minute to go. 92-60 is the final score for this stream anyway. Damn, Tim Hardaway Jr. still can't get no run out of here. Dante Exum getting all the minutes. I like it though, getting all the minutes. None but bricks to close out this third quarter. Block not working. Block party on full effect for the Dallas Mavericks via the Boston Celtics. Celtics are running out the clock here in the third quarter. They're milking it for the final shot, but please believe that looked more of a resignation than anything else. Payne Pritchard short arms a 3, and that'll do it for the third quarter. All right. No way Luka's going back in this game. No way Kyrie should go back in this game. So, I thank y'all so much for being able to pull up. It was a blowout amongst blowouts. It was a game the Mavericks had to have. They stave off elimination by, up until this point, blowing the doors off the Boston Celtics. The Celtics look lethargic. They look flabby and sick. They didn't look nowhere near like the team that built up that 3-0 lead by having timely runs and timely buckets and timely stops. They look to be the complete antithesis of all of that tonight. So with that being said, we will, as of right now, have a game 5 up on Boston. That will be Monday. So that's the day after Father's Day. So do all your stuff there and then try to tap in on a Monday post Father's Day, 8:30. Y'all know how I get down. I'm going to pull up, break this down in real time, give you some stats, break down some plays, give you some instant analysis. This is what I provide. So if you're into that type of content from the sports perspective, in addition to doing car tech and just normal hardware tech and also electric vehicle tech, if you're into any of those 3 things or 4 things, actually, holla at your boy. So I appreciate all those who were able to pull up on the Elon app and on YouTube tonight. I hope to see y'all on Monday. I'll be dropping a little content, the Trevor Lawrence stuff, probably repurpose some shorts for, Instagram and TikTok and all that type of stuff. So as well as here on YouTube. So feel free to tap in. Really providing content, providing my opinion. Love to have the conversation and interact. So if you're into that, you already know the vibes. Go ahead and drop a like on the video on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And I will catch y'all Monday. Peace.